My name is Peter Huttinger. I'm the coordinator of the Neighborhood Gardens program for the Civic Garden Center. And I'm going to do a brief discussion here on your basic garden tools. And the trick is you don't need too much, but there are a few basics that you do need. One is just your standard shovel. And when purchasing a shovel, I always say it's important to buy, the best quality tool you can. You don't have to spend a fortune, but it's important if you're buying a tool, if it has a fiberglass handle, make sure it's reinforced with a steel shank, or else get the good old standard hickory handle. So shovels are one of the basic tools. Another thing is a standard garden rake. This is different than your flexible leaf rake. It has the rigid tines. Then there's a couple different types of hoes. Most people are more familiar with the flat front hoe, but this is called a stirrup or a rocking hoe. And this is a really efficient tool for scraping off weeds right below the soil line. And then for opening soil, turning, aerating your soil in your garden bed, the spading fork is really important. And the spading fork is different than a pitchfork. It only has 4 tines, and if you notice that the tines are much heavier and much heavier weight, so that when you dig it into the ground, you bend it back, you're not going to be bending the tines. A pitchfork is used mainly for moving material like hay, straw, wood chips. So it's a different tool. A longer pitchfork has a longer handle. This has a short handle. And then 2 basic garden tools that hand tools you can have is one is just a standard garden trowel. I really recommend these die-cast aluminum types. Some of them have fancy rubber-coated handles and different things. I mean, this thing is probably about 7 years old. You can see it's all beat up, but perfectly good. The ones that are made out of formed steel with welded little wire handles on them and wooden handles have a tendency only to last a season or 2, no matter how much you pay for them. So I really recommend the aluminum tools. And along the same variation is this is a small hand cultivator, hand trowel. And what you can do this is to go into around the base of plants to open the soil and also to loosen up the root network of weeds to make them easier to pull. And this is also a very handy tool for the garden. So I basically think that these basic 6 tools are what you need, and then the only other thing, depending on the size of the garden, what you're working, a good sturdy wheelbarrow is also very helpful. Thank you. And if you like more interesting information on gardening or interested in classes that the Civic Garden Center offers, feel free to call us at 513-221-0981, or you can go to our website, and that is www.civicgardencenter.org. Thank you.